Okay, welcome to another world of mathematics. Let's get to the game. Alright, changing the game. Dito na tayo sa question number 2. Okay? So now we have a pyramid. Actually, to some people, they claim that it is a square pyramid or rectangular pyramid. However, it's not really a square, it's not really a rectangle, it's a trapezoid. So if it were a trapezoid pyramid, this is what we're gonna do. Solving for the surface area is still easy, but be very careful with some plot twists, because when plot twists come, they may be a bit different. So let's see how this will turn out. The height is 6 centimeters, the short base is 5 centimeters of the trapezoid, and the long base of the trapezoid is 6.8. Then we have 135 degrees for that one. Don't worry, easy lang to. Diba remember, we subtract so that we can get the triangle. Because if 5 cm ends up to here, and then 6.8 up to there, therefore we subtract and we should get 1.8 cm here. Tama? And since we know that this is 135 degrees, we know that this is 45 and 45. Hence, we just applied the relationship of the 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. And that is also 1.8, the height. Ito yung height, diba? 1.8 cm. Okay? And then what's the measure of the slope? The hypotenuse, this is where Pythagorean theorem comes in handy. You want to see how? Check it out. Okay, going to my laptop. Diba remember what you call this? This is the formula for Pythagorean theorem. These are the two legs that you see here. Ito yung makita mo yung mga dalawang legs. And then this is the hypotenuse. So what we did first, we square it muna. Diba remember ito yung formula? D28 square carat 2. Because we're squaring it, right? And then we did the same thing. Then we sum up all the two numbers together. Diba sinam tayo dito? We summed up everything. And once we summed up everything, what did we get? We got the answer of 6.48. Taking the square root of that number, we take the square root of that number here. We should get the height of 2.54. The hypotenuse of 2.54. Or 2.55 na lang in short. So therefore, the hypotenuse measures 2.55. Yan. cm. Okay? Now, let's solve for the surface area. The surface area is very easy lang. Okay? Before that, we need to get the height, the perimeter. Kasi nga diba remember, the height, and we need to apply Pythagorean theorem. So we know that in a trapezoidal prism, since a trapezoid is a quadrilateral, you expect that you should have, ilan yung mga triangles na dapat makita mo? You should expect to have 4 triangles. Dapat 4 triangles to, di ba? 1 here, 1 here, 1 there, and 1 here. Alright? Dapat apat yung mga triangles na dapat makikita mo. Yan. Okay? Ito na dapat yung tukulin ko, okay? So, yan. 4. Now, we apply the Pythagorean theorem formula. To apply the Pythagorean theorem formula, remember, we have to divide into half parts. And then get the slant height so that we can get the surface area of the triangles. Alright? So, therefore, this becomes 2.5. So, here's the formula that I did. The formula that I did was this. Remember that this is 2.5, which is the measure of the short length, the half part of the rectangle. Okay? And then this is the height, 6 cm. Diba remember just what I told you in the paper here? 6 cm to. So yan. And then we applied the Pythagorean theorem. We do squaring first. Nag-square tayo dito. Tapos sa kabilang parte, nag-square tayo dito. And then we sum everything up. And then take the square root of that number. Hence we get 6.5. So therefore, that's the measure of the short base. The hypotenuse here. But that is within this part of the triangle, di ba? So kung dito, it's this part. It's this part. So that's 6.5. This one and this one. And then on the two sides, it's the other one naman. So let's try the vertical part, which is 1.8. Okay? Or 1. Teka, bakit 1.9? Alam ko na. Di ba remember that's 0.9, not 1.9? Hindi tama yun, ha? So, I have to make this 0.9 pala. Sorry po ah. So, dapat 0.9 to. I'm sure everything will change. So, diba remember, this is the second part. And then, we add it together. Squaring both sides, we get 36.81. And then, we take the square root of that number. We should get 6.06. So, therefore, that is the measure of this slant height. 6.06 something. Now, we apply the surface area. To do that, remember this is the formula, diba? So, ito yung surface area. First, we have a trapezoid. There are 5 faces. For trapezoid, that's 5 plus 6.8. Diba remember, dapat naka-parenthesis yan to show proof that we are following the laws of PEMDAS. Okay? Then multiply that by 1.8, which is the height of the trapezoid. Then divide by 2. We put this all together and we should get 10.62. So that is the measure of the trapezoid. Now, yung 5.85, it goes like this. Diba remember, it's 1.8, which is the measure of this part of the triangle. And then times the height of F30. Where did I put it? Yan, dito. Diba remember, it's in that part when we did Pythagorean theorem. And then divide by 2. So we should get 5.85. Then we did it with another face. Take note, since it's a scalene trapezoid, not all the faces are congruent. So therefore, you're gonna have to apply different formulas. Okay? Or you can just simply get the perimeter of everything and then multiply that with the dimension that is being extended to. Alright? So that one is 15.16. How'd you get that? It's 5, which is this one, times the slant height of this one, 6.067. And we should get this answer, 15.16. Then we have 8.225. What did I do here? Ito naman yung 2.55. 2.54, I'll just make it 2.55 na lang. Yan. So, 2.55. Para 20.6282238. Yan. Ito yung ginawa ko, okay? Teka, mali yun ah. Yan, 8.28. Then times F30, nasan yun? The one yung nasa taas, di ba? The one whose Pythagorean theorem of the hypotenuse is 6.5. Then last but not least, 6.8, which is this one. Then times the height, which is 5, which is, 0.9, the 6.06. So we did this, and then this is the answer that we come up with. Tama, 20.6. Then we sum everything up. That is our surface area. Alright? But what's our unit? Cubic centimeters. Very easy, right? Now, let's go to the volume. For the volume, mas madali lang yan. You just get the base. Remember the base of 10.62? Then you just multiply it with the height. Diba? Multiply it by the height and then divide by 3. Madali lang yan. And you should get 21.24 cubic centimeters. At yan, yun lang. Tapos na tayo sa equation na to. No more, no less.